Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? I am going to do my journal page spread for the new prompt we have in the All Things Creative group. The prompt is one handwritten quote, as much scrap paper that you want to use, and 3 triangles incorporated in your art journal page. I put this up maybe Monday or so, I can't recall. And people are going crazy. They love this one, and I'm so thrilled. So I actually got an email from somebody today, from Liz, who has not done art in quite a while. She's been, you know, how we all get in that yucky state of depression, which affects us all. And she said this prompt, that she really loved this and is so excited to start hers, and she even has an idea for the next one that we do. So I'm very excited. I also, before I start this, will have probably tomorrow, because on my show when I did the doll, in all honesty, I've been on a lot of medication, and I really should have probably canceled that show. As most of you know, I have been very, very ill, and it can't be fixed. And found out some bad news this week, or last week, I can't recall what even week this is. Yeah, it was last week, last Tuesday. So things have just been a little crazy. So I want to say I'm sorry for a crappy live show my last time. I did cancel my show this week, and I will try to make it up. And if I don't, I will, be live Monday, hopefully. Right now I'm in a big flare up, and I got a lot going on, medically wise. So I'm hoping that by then I can do something. But what I want to show you is, now I'm making a doll, and it's like what I've shown you. Now my doll is going to be, because I like dark art and evilness, my doll is going to be a little crazy doll. Okay. So I got the feet stuffed. I got her little head stuffed. I have her body to stuff yet, which I will stuff. And I have some arms. Now, I want to tell you guys very quickly, because I've gotten so many emails. And you also can look at Angie's art channel, and I'll put her link below, where she made a zombie doll. This I'm going to do a video with, but the 2 different legs is the whole point. Don't think like, oh geez, and if you do 2 different legs, it doesn't matter, but I want mine to be funky and crazy because I'm doing things. And as you can see, I sewed it up with dark thread because that's what I had sitting here. And even on, I didn't turn those yet. I think I turned this one. Even on, even if you have some thread coming through, or you do this by hand or whatever, it doesn't matter, because these are going to get gessoed. You don't have to gesso yours. Once I get this doll done and we get this going, then I'm going to make a really nice doll. Not dark or crazy, but I just am in that mood, and that's what I feel like doing. But we're getting there, and I'm really excited. It's going to look good. Just taking me a bit. You can see my fabric doesn't match, but it doesn't matter because, again, I'm going to gesso it all. So it really doesn't matter. Whatever fabric you have, just use it. Use an old t-shirt. Use an old rag, whatever. It doesn't really matter. So that is that, and I'm very excited about that, and I have something else going on with that. So let me just take a drink. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start with this page, which I had thrown old gesso and color on. And I'm going to glue some let's see, gel medium. I'm going to use gel medium. You can use white school glue. You can use Collage Podge, Mod Podge, but I can't. My Mod Podge is up high and I can't grab it right now. So, but you can use whatever you want. And since I just picked a few colors that I'm going to use. And I'm just going to color them, paste them on. And I really don't have a plan. I'm just going to rip and add some. And these are, this has become quite popular. Donna Stevens gave me the idea. And when she did, I was like, oh, this is great. This was a great one to do. And when I announced it in the group, everybody was so excited. So I was excited because I wanted everybody to have something different and something that they could do. Okay, over there. And that they can do on their own, at their own pace, their own time, and not the same old, you know. So we have quite a few fun new things coming up. I'm going to be finishing up my doll box, which the last video I put up, I was on a lot of medication, and y'all know, those of you who are ill, what medication can do. Makes you look crazy. But I'm so beyond thrilled and happy that I have gotten so many emails and messages on Facebook of people being so kind and checking in on me and saying that I haven't made a video in a while and they were worried. I mean, I haven't even answered everybody yet because I've gotten so many, like I said, through my email and people on Facebook writing me, and our group. Oh my gosh, our group yesterday got 5 or 6 new people. It was like, I was like, wow, it's really awesome. So, I'm gonna tell you, if you're on Facebook, I'm gonna put a link below and friend me, or write that you want to be in the group, because I screwed up playing around because we were putting addresses and whatnot in, and somebody was very worried that their address was able to be seen, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't, and I changed it to secret, and did not know that you can't change it from secret. Like, you can't change it back. So, that Facebook is just so wonderful that way. And I went on to the help section, and there are about 6,000 messages written to the Facebook help that people have done the same thing. And I want it changed back. I hate it being secret, but, you know, for now, I mean, people have been for 2 years writing about this, and there's been no answer from anybody from Facebook. I've written them. I've tried calling them. It's impossible. So, if you'd love to join our group, come and friend me. You can't search for it, unfortunately, on Facebook right now until I get it fixed. But if you, like I said, message me, then I can get you put in. And we would love to have you. We are just rocking and rolling over there and just having a blast, and everybody's art, and it's just good. It's really, really good. And everybody's so supportive. There's no drama, and people are lovely. And we all love to share our art and get, you know, feedback and see what people think. And, you know, this isn't sticking. Let me put more underneath there. And doing these kind of things is a lot of fun. And you can put your links, you know, you can, as long as you participate in the group, you can put your links to your Etsy, you know, video, whatever, all your videos that you make, whatever you want to do. It's very, you know, easy going over there, and it's really, really wonderful. And like I said, we're growing. I think we're at, where are we at? 423, something like that, 424. So I am so blessed. I can't thank everybody enough. So I have that. Now what I want to do is close my glue. I'm just going to hit it with the heat gun for a second just to give it a dryness, dry a little bit of the glue. But I'm so excited for this doll to make a creepy one, and then I'm going to make a pretty one. We're going to make a really, really pretty doll. Okay. Now I'm going to paint over this a little bit. And I think I'm going to use some orange. And I'm just going to do a little bit. I don't want all the pink away, but I want just a little bit of orange on here. I'm just going to take that same brush. It doesn't matter if it's watery. We're just going to kind of go over a little bit. Just go over. And if you have extra, go to another page. I have a lot of pages. And just take, must have been trying on markers there. And just paint on the page. And what you're doing by doing this is actually priming it. So you don't have to gesso it next time. This is kind of your gesso. So remember that when you have extra paint, go onto another journal page and slap that paint on there, because that's going to be your gesso, your primer for next time. And I'm just going to give this a quick dry so it doesn't stick. It won't take long. Alright. Now what I'm going to do with this bad boy is, and I love doing this part. Okay, let's see. I'm in the middle of really like gutting and cleaning, and I got a big box going out of stuff, and if I was able to walk in my room right now, I'd feel lucky. Alright. Now I just squirted it with water, no big deal, and I'm just going to push down and it's going to pull some of that out. I love doing this. And it doesn't matter what brand acrylic paint you use. It can be craft paint. It could be whatever you have. And you want that. Now you see, I'll leave this on here dry. See how you still have some orange in the texture. Now if you dry it now, that orange will stay with that texture from the paper towel. But it's just enough to add a little bit of texture. And I'm just going to, because I don't want the colors to mix. And I am using today some things that I got from Sherry Habing on this page. She sent me a big box of goodies, and I have some of the pieces here that I'm going to use. So, it's kind of going to be grunge. And I want to have something pop out. I want to glue the word down of grunge. This is not my quote. This is just rinsing out my brush and drawing it. But this is just kind of, yeah. if your paper, you know, gets wet and kind of, just fix it. And if it wrinkles, all the better. If some of the paint gets on there because it's a little bit wet, all the better. But I love it. It's just going to really pop with all of this. And, it's just, where do I put the other paper? I put the other paper somewhere. All right, well, what I'm going to do now is do my triangles. I'm going to get another different brush. I'm going to just, this is a piece of foam cut into a triangle. And I'm going to throw some gel medium on it. I want it to point this way. So I'm going to grunge that out. Then I'm going to take a piece of music sheet of paper. And I got that out because I was looking, somebody had mentioned about not having any. And I pulled that out, so I thought, oh, I'm going to throw that on there. Grunge, words. So I got that triangle. Some of my paper's coming up. I'm not going to worry too much. Now I need one more triangle. So, what can I use? Should I stencil? Oh, I can use this. I love doing things on the fly. I'm going to use, I'm going to trim it up a little bit, a piece of paper towel. And I'm just going to trim it a little bit. You know, I like to do things weird. And if this isn't weird, I don't know what is. Where do I want it? I think I want it over here. Yeah. But I don't want it to touch the word grunge. And I want it kind of crooked. Yeah. There we go. And then just put that glue over it. My triangles. And then, what else do I want to put on here before? I think just some torn up paper over here somewhere. I think in this corner where it's kind of bare. Put it on the edge. Okay. And then just go over. I see I have some wrinkles. And like I said, if the wrinkles bother you, take your, you know, finger or your, just want to make sure everything's kind of stuck down. I'm going to dry on there. So exciting. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I had, she sent me so much good stuff, and I want to, I have like ideas for a lot. Alright, I think I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to wait a minute. Got that on there. Got my 3 triangles. I got some scrapbook paper. Gonna have to find my quote. Gonna have to, okay. So for now, I'm gonna take a butterfly that I got. And I'm gonna put it over here. And all I'm gonna do is dip this on the lid, because there's some glue on there, and stick him down, because he's gonna be he's going to be painted, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm just going to run some of this glue over it just to help when I go to paint it. If it sticks up a little bit, I'm not worrying about it. Okay. I want that to dry. Dry. All right. Now for... This is my dog I made. Of my dog, Spire James. I've been using him as a pincushion. It's a sin. But I made him out of muslin just like I'm doing with the dolls. And he was gessoed and painted and got a little crown on him and his little face. But he's years old. I mean, he's like, I probably made this 5 years ago. So it lasted really long. But it's so adorable. But it was sitting here and I needed somewhere to put pins and I felt so bad. But I stuck them in there anyway. Okay, so we're going to do now stencil. Now these I went to AC Moore, and I've not been into AC Moore since before Christmas. And this is called Accent Stencils. And this is zebra print, and I fell in love, of course. So I bought it. Like I need more stencils. Like I need a hole in the head. But I got it. I got quite a few, actually, because they were just awesome. And it comes like this. And it's just a regular plastic stencil. Really great. You can even, like, as you see this on here, you can even trace this for somebody and make a stencil. I mean, that's how, like, you know what I mean, to help, like, to give somebody a stencil who doesn't have one. I mean, look how easy that would be just to kind of trace all the, you know, trace them onto a piece of foam and then cut out these pieces and then they would have a great stencil. So, something to think about because when you share, you care. That's how it goes. Now I'm going to put that this way. I'm going to take, and this is old as all get out. This is so old. I had this forever. One of the colors is gone. I don't know what happened to it. One of my cats might have taken it. Who knows? But I need something darker on here. And I think I'm going to go with purple and hope that purple doesn't fail me. And I'm just going to lay it down and I'm just going to kind of tap. We'll move it over there. Did everything fall? We'll move it over there. Oh, look how cool. Now I'm going to turn this over here. Put back my purple. And take my paper towel and fold it into a few, you know, just kind of fold it. And then kind of rub whatever is on this other side, because I turned it the other way, and see if it does bring some of that ink onto this paper. I've not used these stencils before, so I don't know if that will work. And I brought a little bit of the purple in. I don't want it on this word because I want the word to come out. But, so I'll just set it here and wipe it off really quickly. And it wipes off, and you can definitely put this in the sink and wash it off. But wiping it off, it's just wiping off. And these are cute little stencils. They have a whole bunch. I'll show you what I picked up. And I think they were like $3.99 or $2.99 or something like that. But see, they come clean. They come clean, and I mean, we all know with stencils, it's I have to put those back in there. I got these. These are embossing things, and these were on clearance for $2. I got the like leopard, zebra, cheetah, or snakeskin, and then these. $2 at AC Moore. You can't beat them. So, and I got the leopard print. And the other ones might be underneath there. And then I got this I thought was really cool, of all different size squares. I don't know, can you see that? Yeah. So, a checkerboard melody it's called. And that's from Delta, so that's really cool. So, since I got the purple in, I think I'm just going to kind of tap the pink arrow. Maybe do a little bit down here, kind of give them all a little purple, since the other side has that purple. And I'm going to find out one page that I stamped on, and I'm going to stamp this hard to get any extra glue or anything that it might have picked up on there. And I'm going to take some green, and I don't like the, let's see if this will cover it, like all this white showing from the page underneath, so I'm going to go and kind of cover that up a little bit. I mean, this is supposed to be grungy, so. My bookmark is driving me nuts there. Go away. I'll even go over this paper that I glued on here. I'm going to try to avoid the stencil that's still a little bit wet. And kind of go up here a bit. And then this just adds a little bit more color. And you can add it, you know, on some of your stuff that you have there if it has a little bit more room. And again, I'm going to my page. I'm going to just kind of push it down. Like I said, this is really old, so I do kind of do things with it that maybe I shouldn't do. But it's wicked old, and I love, you know, I mean, it's old and it has a little bit of life left in it, so I do like to abuse things like that. Now, what I'm going to do is just blow dry this or heat gun it, whatever you have. Either one will work. So I want that stencil dry. Let's see, I want to show you something cool here. See the foam? The foam right here of the triangle? I didn't grab anything, but I'm going to do this. If you heat it with your gun or your hairdryer, and then you push something in it, it gives it texture. So if I went over this with some black, which maybe I will, that texture will come out. So it's really cool. Now, if you reheat it like I just did, it goes away. So I'm going to do it again. And then just push, push, and push. And then I'll highlight that in a bit once it's dry. So does this feel dry? It's getting there. Needs a little bit more drying time. Come on, baby. It always take a little bit longer to dry than I anticipated. So while I let that dry, let me take a little bit of, I think black would be a little bit harsh. Maybe, well no, because that's purple on there. Let me think. Let's see. I'm trying to do this backwards. I'm going to take a little bit of orange and see if I can just pick up, since we have orange on there, so you can see how fun that is to do. Just stick whatever you have there. You can use stencil, stamp, whatever. And I'll hold it up to the... I'm just putting a little bit on my finger just to kind of run it. And all this is kids' foam. That's how I make my stamps and all kinds of fun things. Yeah, that looks good. And you know, you can have a lighter touch than me. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to hold this up so you can see it. Look how cool. So now I just got my triangle and I got some dimension in it and some things just by heating it and putting a something in it. Whether it be a stamp or I used my thread and after it was heated up. So very cool. Now if you have pieces sticking up like this, like you can see this needs a little bit more, you can go in with your glue stick, which I will do later. Now what I'm going to do is take my towel and I'm just going to kind of blot here just to make sure that whatever's not dry comes up. For the most part, I'm not going to worry too much about that. And then I'm going to take, what color? Kind of hard to decide. Maybe I'll use my Santa's Flush. We're going to work on this side. Okay. I'm going to, well, maybe I should probably do it this way. If I could find my pencil, I'd be in good shape. Give me just an idea. I'm just going to pour a little bit of this on there. Take my brush and give myself an area to work in. I'm not going to worry if it's not perfect circle because hair fixes a lot of things. So I'm going to have to decide. And, you know, I used acrylic. Underneath, you can see that the some of that purple kind of hitched onto that, and I'm okay with that. I'm going to rinse my brush. I'm going to blow this dry. So I'm not going to worry too much about shading or perfection, because I never worry about perfection. And stick all the way down there. Okay. So now I'm going to go in. It's pretty dry, pretty dry. And I'm going to kind of turn it a little bit. I'm going to do my eyes. I'm just going to use my pencil. This is a B. Let's think. How do I want to do the eyes? I know I want to do... Okay, her mouth's going to be here. Because she's happy. Alright, not going to worry about that. Her nose is going to be here. Because she likes to breathe. And I'm going to run her nose up to there. So what kind of eyes do I want to give her? Now I want to erase just a little bit of the lip. And that's a good thing about once you put your acrylic down, you can erase on it. And this is just a journal page. I'm not worrying about, you know, perfect. Like I said, I never worry about perfection. But I'm not worrying about, like, everything being spot on right. I'm just kind of going for it. And I'm deciding what kind of eyes. So... I think I'm going to just go for some eyelids. And I'm not measuring, I'm just playing. This is called playing. Now I can tell, as I'm sure you can. And you know I'm drawing sideways because my body's screwed up and it just doesn't like to be. Oh, look at that under the paper. There was some face paint. But you can definitely take your paintbrush or something that you have so you kind of know where, you know, the top of the other eye is. So you can go back, you know, you can go this way and then go back this way. You know, we're working on a mixed media piece. So, you know, you're going to have... Let's just give her some big wide eyes. And then I'm going to erase the lines inside. And this is just my straightforward journal girl face. And I'm going to give her her eyelids. Go over if I erased anything. Give her her eyelids. Give her some eyeballs. We all need balls in our eyes. And her face and her pupils. And then she needs some eyebrows, which of course are kind of going to go like that. And the same over here. Now, if you're drawing a face, you can definitely bring up another side of the nose over here if you want, or give, you know, whatever way you like to do it. Doesn't matter. I'm cool with whatever you like. And we have our little girl here. So, I'm going to take some crud. My daughter took my markers. Let's do this. I'm going to take some just regular watercolor markers. And I'm going to do her eyes. I'm going to set this over here for now. Oh, I hit the camera. Sorry. It's not wanting to cooperate today. There we go. So I'm going to go in and color her eyes green. I'm just using markers. If you want to use paint, use paint. If you want to use, you know, this is just for the 1, 2, 3 prompt that we're doing. And this is what I'm doing for it. People have done gorgeous, beautiful stuff. I'm kind of having a hard time today using my hands and everything like that. But I thought I'm going to do it anyway. Because y'all are just doing fantastic work. I'm going to take a red marker. Now you can erase the pencil underneath if you want. I'm not worrying about it. It's just in my journal. You know, it kind of just gives a little shading. And then what color hair did we want her to have? Before I go in, maybe I'll just do her. I'm going to do her eyebrows. Just give her some cute little eyebrows. I'm going to trace. Because it really doesn't matter. I mean, obviously she has some purple skin going on here due to the fact that we did it on a background with some purple. So I'm not really worrying about it too much. I'm just going to go over these eyes and trace. So it makes them stand out. And then maybe I'll just do a little there. Just to kind of give that illusion. And then I need black for the pupils. And I'm going to figure out what color hair. I have to think. I've got some. What about some? Does this show up? We will see. Might take a couple coats. I should have put either gesso, learn a lesson, gesso or molding paste or something down. Now, I'm probably going to go over that brown with this color because she's going to be my little girl. And I love that you can see the background through it. So I'm just rocking it on there. Okay, and I'm going to get some more. See how things just kind of come to you? You don't have to worry. Now I have this butterfly here, but I'm going over it because I don't care. It's just part of my background. And I'm just going to leave her hair. And I'm going to have her hair come down over them eyebrows. But like I said, that is a background part, so I'm not really going to worry about it too much. And just bring this down just a little bit. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to put that in there, and then I get a little brush. I'm just going to dip it in there. And you know what? I just figured something out. No, I'm going to do it differently. I'm going to do it differently. Came to me while I was sitting here. I'm going to do her features black. So I want her to be like that. So these eyebrows are going to be black. Like, if we're going to do it, let's do it. Obviously, the paint needs to dry over there. Let's just make her stand out. And then those lips, we're going to outline in black. Yeah. Yep, love that better. Because they're standing out. And I'm going to blow her hair dry because she's going to need another coat. And what color eyeshadow? What color eyeshadow? What color eyeshadow? She needs something like metallic silver. These damn Elmer pens, I swear, are the worst. And I use them because I love them, but they suck. It's a shame. See how they leak? I didn't even push the thing. But easy enough to fix. I'll just go over my black pupil when it's dry. Because now it's made my pupil not so black. And it took the green. But that's alright. I got it on there. And that's all that matters. Dry this. Now remember, the markers and everything I'm using are water soluble. That's why the green came off and everything like that. Because I wanted it to be easy. I'm not really worrying too much. You know, until I put that, of course, silver on there. But I'll just have to go over it again with green. And I'll go over the other one too. And the pupil. And then give that silver another second to dry. And I take my black. Put it back in and then trace where it kind of oozed over. Okay, all Alright. I think I should be okay with these because I'm not. I might do. Maybe she has. Like a goth cross on or something. And in between, I'll just draw like a necklace attaching it. And maybe I'll outline this in black. Okay. So I think I'm done with these for now. And I have to do another coat on her hair, but before I do, that's dry, I need to bring in some lighter, like some of that green, but it needs to be, I'm going to try a little bit of yellow. Let's see if I can achieve what I want with the yellow. I want that separation, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to do that for me. I can always gesso it if I want, but it's really not. Really not that important. Just trying to get. Run the yellow up. I have to glue that down. I'm just going over where I see that some color might be missing. A little bit grungy. Okay, let's rinse the brush, get the hair again. And then I have my thing to do. Just putting it on. Go around that yellow. Go down here again. Just so it gives it a little bit more. I love that it's showing through. I love that I'm going over the butterfly. Okay, now I'm going to put that away. I'm going to grab black pen. I'm going to give her, as I'm already full of paint anyway, let's give her a kind of like a nose ring. And another piercing here. And I gotta draw in. Oh, I got more paint on me. Draw in her little chin area. So that should go on the outside instead of the inside. I wonder if I can erase that. Let's try. Or is it just going to make it worse? Yeah, it's going to make it worse. Because it's spreading it. Yeah, let me get off what I can, and then I'll just paint over it. I have a pen eraser somewhere. I gotta find it. We'll just leave that nose alone. I'll put a little bit. I'm just gonna go over it a little bit. Just be careful if you mess up and you go over, and remember that your ink, if you use markers that are not permanent, they're going to smear. So just be careful of that. It's not a big deal. You could, everything's fixable. Okay. Just kind of giving that a highlight so that I don't have to worry about that. Not going to worry about a nose piercing, that's for sure. Give that a little drawing time. I'm going to put a little bit of the glue on my finger and just push that down so it stays. I'll close up my thing. Close that up. And then I'm going to turn it this way. I can see it's still wet a little bit. I'm okay with that. She needs white. A white spark in her eye. Just a little bit. Over here, I'm just going to do some dots. Oh, hitting the camera. That doesn't help things. Now, what I was going to do, and I see I'm almost an hour, so not going to do it. But what I was going to do was do a dark wash on this, everything. So everything looked like very antiqued and like grungy and like broken down and, you know what I mean? Like just plain old grunge. But it would take a little bit for this to dry and for me to dry it and more time for you guys just to sit around. So I am happy with the way this turned out. Just going to give her a little bit of highlight in her lips. And I'm not hating on her. I'd love to do eyebrows. I mean eyelashes. But I don't have control. I need one more drink here. Control of my hands is not well. I'm gonna give her like, yeah, so that's gonna be hard on that side because of the paint. Yeah, not hating. Okay. And my quote is gonna have to dry up here. Not bad for not having much functioning in my hands and swollen face and very ill, I must say. There's a cookie. I had my marker and I can't find it. Okay. Alright, think, Kelly, think. Maybe you just use your pencil. I don't know if it'll come up. Maybe I should just use my pen. I got this fabulous Pentel pen at AC Moore on clearance for $1. I know I love it. I can't get enough, and I want to go back before they sell them all out. My quote is, love yourself. And it should be a little darker than that. Let's see if I can get my pencil to get it. Yeah, that's not going to help. I can always grab. I had my Sharpie here. I don't know what I did with it, though. But it doesn't surprise me whatsoever. Does it surprise you? Excuse me while I lean over. Let's see if I can get it in this one. In that stupid Elmer's thing. And go over it. Love yourself. Put a heart here. Always love yourself. Because if you can't love yourself, then who's going to love you? I did not say that correctly, but. And I'm just adding some of the green dots just to kind of drag that color in because I used it. Now I could have put the butterfly in her hair. I could have done many different things. I just started off. I hope you guys learned a few little tricks. You know, doing this very, very quickly. get hard. And that's it. And like I said, if you want to, I had my dang black. Oh, my back hurts. Okay, wait. Let's see if I can do this with this. I have to use paint. Yeah. I wanted to put black in her hair. Like give her black pieces. Like I had my marker here. I don't even know what I did with it. But yeah, that's about it. So there you go. That is my prompt. Love yourself is the quote. I have my 3 triangles and I have my scrapbook paper. So that's my art journal page and I can't wait to see you guys and what you guys have done. I've seen a lot of you guys already and what you've posted. And I love them. I love that you can see underneath here all the stencils and everything. So, as always, be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. And, again, if you want to join our fantastic group, All Things Creative, I will have a link below. All you have to do is ask, and I will put you in the group. We are growing, and we have wonderful people in there, and it is just fantastic. So, I hope to see you guys over there. We have this. We have our ATC swap. We have our Twinchie swap going on starting May 1st, which is Thursday. So, if you want to get in on an ATC swap or the Twinchie swap, all you have to do is join All Things Creative and put your name in, and you will be able to swap with all of us. Got quite a bit of people swapping. I was quite surprised. So, very happy. Happy how this came out, and I hope you guys have a great night. Bye, guys.